Okay, hello. Yet another start. I've been kind of thinking, how should I go about this? How can I um, document my progress, my story, my evolution? Um, I just had a very, I don't know, cleansing, but it was like a big release, like a big cry. I got some news, or I got an email telling me that I was not accepted for this grant that I had applied. Um, I'm applying for those grants many times a year, and I have never received a grant. And I'm a, a musician and an artist, but right now it feels like this was very much like lately, maybe a month ago, when I was PMSing, I was also in this same place, similar energy where I felt that I actually, like my mind was throwing all kinds of proof at me that I'm not actually good at anything. I've never been good at anything. I've been like trying really hard. I I was a professional athlete at some point for 10 years and on an Olympic level and everything, but I thinking back, I feel almost embarrassed to tell about, or yeah, to tell about my results or anything because they were not as good as, I was not winning. I didn't achieve medals or anything like that. So even though I worked really hard and I um, was performing on fairly high level, but I never um, received, or I never achieved the level that I wanted to. I didn't become the best in the world, and now I've been making music like publicly for 10 years, and I'm nowhere. I don't think I think there's maybe two people who like even care about my music at all. Like it feels that I'm creating for the air. Like there's no value in it whatsoever, except for the value that I get myself out of creating, which is a lot, which is important. But you know how this society work, and and the money, and like you have to also be able to create some value for other people. And right now, it feels that I'm completely useless piece in this world. Useless, not completely, not 100%. I'm very useful for my daughters, and I want my daughters to have a mom. But other than that, of course, this was triggered by this now this uh, email that I received. If I didn't receive this email, this I would be feeling completely different right now. Or if I received um, like a yes, that yeah, congratulations, you got the grant for a year, and then I would be really like my finances would look way more brighter, way brighter than they look now. And yeah, so how I've tried to tackle all of this like is kind of like a non-dualistic way that that I only there's only me and there's only now. I'm only experiencing myself. I'm only experiencing the stories that I give myself or I tell myself. I'm the one who's creating now this story that this uh, email this how does it, what the fuck is the word, like the decision that I didn't get the grant somehow defines who I am. But of course, when these things come up and when they happen, it is very, it all feels very real, and it all, um, I make it mean something. I could also be like, oh well, something better is waiting around the corner or whatever. I could think that. But of course, it's really about what, like the habits, the patterns that we are used to thinking. So now I've been working on these things for 2 years now, and it feels that my mind is not very cooperative in learning new ways of thinking. Like, not at all, not at all. And I see other people who are able to do that, but I'm like, well, maybe I'm too OCD, which I probably am. Anyway, I'm too ADHD. I'm too freaking um, borderline. I'm too freaking um, what else is there? It's probably something else even. So yeah, it feels like it's really, really hard for me to change my way of thinking, way of perceiving things, way of um, seeing things in a new way. I would love to be able to do that. Like, even if nothing changed on the outside, I would love to um, still kind of always. I would love to be able to see the light, like the silver lining. I would love to have faith that things are working out. It's gonna work out. I mean, it always is. Always things are working out, but somehow I have had this pattern that I now realize that things, somehow there's a lot of fighting involved. Like, I have to, like, struggle for things to work out. Like, they don't work out the easiest way. Um, so this I would love to, like, I would love to um, be a little bit more like carefree, like worry free, free of worries, like free of stress. That it's like I would love to have this underlying faith that, okay, well, this happened, but it doesn't matter because things are gonna work out in the end anyway. Like, that's what I would love to have. I would love to have that. Now I get this this I don't know, bad news. Like, nothing's changing in my, but except for I let that decision of the grant to define my state in the here and now, even though everything in this at this moment wouldn't have changed. Like, everything would have been exactly the same. But it's just the story that I make this mean something about me and about my life and about my situation. That's what um, made it's like day and night. Um, yeah, but of course, I noticed that the emotion was coming up, and then I let it. I let myself feel it. I let myself cry. I let myself be angry. I let myself be bitter. I let myself to be angry um, at everybody. Like, and I let myself blame. I let myself, yeah, to be resentful. Like, everything. I just allow everything, all that, because I think, yeah, I think it's the best to let the steam out and then then let myself settle into this moment. And yeah, so this was now a little bit of a rant, and more like analytical, analytical, how should I say, like speaking out loud kind of situation. But anyway, so here I am. I'm at home. All is well. This is not rock bottom or anything, but it just feels that I'm shown a lot of proof how I'm not good at anything, or I'm not really worth anything. This is what I'm really shown, like what my mind is kind of trying to find proof for. So I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good. And um, and it's like the outer world is what I let define that, or what my mind wants to. My mind is like, well, you remember you didn't do this well, or you were not as good as you wanted to be there. And it is true that I always had, I never really have this like, okay, like this feeling that, oh, now I did a good job. I think this is quite universal too, that, like if you have a gig and everybody's like, wow, yeah, awesome, awesome, and then you remember you didn't hit one note somewhere, or something, and then you remember that mistake, and then you're not, then I'm not happy with the, it's kind of, I have this little bit like this nagging feeling. And I think that comes, now I've kind of come to realize that comes how my mom never thought that I did anything well. So that probably comes from, it doesn't, I don't believe that it's even necessary to know where it comes from, because it's way more important to work on this. Like learn myself to think differently and care less and need less, or kind of free myself from all the needs that I need, free myself from the illusion of control, because this is very, has been very much my, like this need to control things. And it's letting go is the best way to control, I think. Letting go of the need for things to be a certain way, or things to go a certain way, the need to get this or that, the need to achieve something, just to be free. I was just yesterday thinking that, like, because I have this really old ugly tattoo that I would like to have another other picture on it, and I was like, because I always get these like little one-liners or quotes that I think that, okay, this would be a good tattoo, like some kind of a reminder on me at all times. But usually it changes. It changes from day to day, and what I thought at some point, I can't even remember anymore. Like what I thought at some point, that this would be the ultimate quote. Then a few days later, I don't even remember what that ultimate quote was. But anyway, now I've been playing with this little text, because it's like a feather that I'm thinking that I would like to have. So on the side of that, or somehow integrated into that image, I would like to have maybe just be free. Just be free. Just be free. Or maybe like, be free, baby girl. Be free. Be free. Or be free, my child. Or something like that. I love that energy in that kind of in those words. So I'm gonna start my journey climbing up from this ditch where I'm at. It's a ditch which is mental, but mental is everything. The whole universe is mental. I'm really only experiencing myself, my own thinking, my own awareness. I'm only experiencing what I'm aware of. And if right now I'm aware of being a failure, and I'm aware of not being able to do anything well, and I'm aware of like seeing all the proof that I'm not really good or I'm not worthy of much in this society. Like, nobody cares, nobody's interested, nobody's like this very, very dark. It's darker than before. Like a month ago, it was the first time when I was in the similar energies and similar vibes. And it's not really fun to feel so meaningless. It's not fun to feel that it's not fun to have a mind that just throws all kinds of evidence how I am not good. I am not really that good. Like, I'm okay. I'm like a jack of all trades. I know something about a lot of things, but I'm not really good at anything. And people don't like, I don't have much to, because you have to be kind of good, if not excellent, to have any point of existing in this world, especially as an artist. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you how my journey is evolving, and I'm gonna tell everything how my life is evolving, things that I'm doing about these challenges that I have in my own thinking, and also the things that happen on the outside, because and now I'm gonna commit to doing this, and everything is a question mark. There's no, I don't know how this even will, but I just want to have this, my path, kind of documented. I could have, I should have started this already 2 years ago, or maybe even earlier. But okay, now is as good time as ever, and I'm gonna start this documentation in the form of podcast, and yeah. So I'm probably just gonna drop these voice notes whenever I feel like it, whenever there's an urge, whenever I feel that I need to share something. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, thanks for being here with me, and have a great day.